And we are back. Hopefully the frame rate stabilizes, folks. Apologies for the technical difficulties. You see the skyline of St. Louis in the background. And yeah, Rick Raven snags pole position. If you're just joining us, welcome. Driver's about to get ready to go now. Lights are on here. We had a sunsetty practice and qualifying session, but the lights are on now. And we should be good to go. Here comes Rick Raven, leading the way. It looks like, yep, we have stabilized a little bit. All right, so we should be good to go for the race. Elliot, any predictions? Are we expecting a Rick Raven, another maximum points day here?
I feel like that's very much on the table. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to fight with him here. If I say it's anyone, it's going to be probably Tyler Justice. He has that oval experience. He has a win under his belt. He has besides Rick Raven, the most oval wins here in the series. So yeah, Rick Raven, Tyler Justice, I think is going to be your biggest fight. Larry Miles might be able to sneak his way in. Recently, though, he seemed to have sort of fallen back a bit from Rick Raven, especially not only in the championship, but also just pure pace on track.
Yeah, it's been all Rick Raven. Maybe 3 races in a row. It's been maximum points, led the most laps, had pole position and the fastest lap, and of course, those 3 consecutive wins has let him push this championship lead out very much in his favor. We're coming around the final corner here. Rick Raven will lead the way to green. Tyler Justice on his outside. Green flag about to drop. Thank you for joining us, and we are racing in the Vantage Indy Special League at Gateway. Rick Raven with a great start. Tyler Justice and everybody else coming into turn number 1. Side by side for third. Delmas and Miles. Almost making contact. They do make contact. Miles in the wall already. Oh. And around goes Delmas. Caution is out on lap 1. Disastrous start for those two.
Not what you want to see. If you're not only Larry Miles, but also especially Leo Delmas, as he is a very damaged car right here.
Yeah, that is a disaster. He's going to have to use the fast repair on lap 1. Extremely, extremely terrible situation there. Caution brought to you by Tayfly Artists. Let's take a look at exactly what happened. It was on the exit of turn 1. Excuse me, exit of turn 2. You're watching Leo Delmas there at the bottom. Larry Miles to the top. I think they just ran out of space. Oh, yeah, they did. Miles bounced off the wall and accidentally hooked Delmas around. Both those two with significant damage. And now, I can only imagine they're both coming into the pits. Miles is in. Delmas is in. This could be a championship, I don't want to say clinching moment for Raven, but really could be one of those moments you look back on if you're Larry Miles. Not too fondly.
I mean, they do still have 208 laps to go, so I don't think we can jump to conclusions just yet.
That is true. Anything could happen. I guess if you want to get a wreck out of your way.
Yeah, there's over I read around 2,000 laps left in this championship almost, so.
A lot could happen. That being said,
I think
you don't want to start your race like this.
No, you do not. They're still going to maintain the lead lap, which is good for them. You always want to see that. You don't want to see people a lap down so early on. But we're going to see how Larry Miles can cut his way through the field.
Absolutely.
Also, who is going to be deemed at fault for that incident, especially.
That's true. That could be a drive-through or something of the sorts for either Larry Miles or Delmas. It looks like it might have just been a racing incident. 2 drivers going for the same spot of pavement.
Still got a lap or two. Still got 2 laps on the caution.
So while we wait, why don't we take a look at the championship standings, where Rick Raven has taken a commanding lead. 6 wins on the season. Larry Miles trying to keep touch. Jace Mayer in third. You can see the rest of the top 10 there. Rodent Racing over a 100-point lead in the team's championship. This is why attendance is important. As you mentioned, Tyler Autry racing here today for Aftershock Motorsports.
Leo Delmas being placed at fault for that lap 1 caution.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there you have it. Delmas in the 20. Not ideal at all. We're going to have a single file restart here at the end of the lap. Rick Raven with Tyler Justice behind him. Justice looking for a second win of the season. Justice looking for... He can make a championship charge. It's definitely possible. All eyes on Rick Raven. What can the championship leader do here?
Look how close Tyler Justice is to Rick Raven on this restart.
Yep, he does not want to get caught sleeping here. He wants a good restart and a chance to challenge for the race lead. Here we go. Coming back to green. Rick Raven will lead the way here with Tyler Justice behind him. And Rick Raven got a really good jump. Justice is going to try and catch up now, but they're going to run into turn 1, single file. And everybody seems to be line of stern. No incidents just yet.
I'm keeping an eye on Larry Miles here as he has a lot of ground to make up. First up, Casey Keller.
He's catching up to him. Here he comes. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? He's going to think about it, get up the inside. Much later on the entry. Oh, car in the wall up ahead. I think that's Autry bouncing off the exit of turn 2.
Pius Markamini further ahead, teammate of Larry Miles, trying to get around Jace Meyer.
Battle for third. Markamini on the inside. Meyer washing up the track. Got to be careful there. They stay side by side off of turn 4.
This is going to help Miles further back, close in.
It absolutely is. And look at this, a 3-way fight now. Here comes Tyler Autry. As Markamini dives to the bottom, gets clear. These guys are moving.
Ooh, is that Meyer in the wall almost?
Meyer bouncing off the wall. Here comes Larry Miles. He's hugging that bottom. Gets up the inside of Autry. Gets alongside him. Autry in that DuPont paint scheme. Or livery.
And look, Tyus Markamini able to make it around Jace Meyer. Now they're going to be running away, and Larry Miles is going to start to lose time here. He actually wasn't able to get past Tyler Autry there.
No, he wasn't. He got alongside him, but couldn't make the move stick. Miles has been very aggressive into turn 1. He's closing up a lot of time there.
Just behind him, Leo Delmas got right around Casey Keller. Not too much fuss there. But I think he's also going to get stuck behind Tyler Autry as well.
Here comes Miles. Great run off of 4. Going to get up to the inside of Tyler Autry. Who's going to hold the advantage here? Autry again around the outside, making that
look
middle
at
work.
Delmas.
And here comes Delmas. Larry Miles dropping another spot. Out front,
Yeah,
the gap is closing, by the way.
I think in the front, Miles is just holding it too tight on the inside. He needs to run it out there more. The banking is more progressive, so you can gain some speed by running higher up.
Let's see what Delmas does. Trying to make that bottom side work, and Autry getting it done there. Autry in his first Indy Special League start, making an impression here. As here comes Miles trying to work on Delmas for 6th place. Nothing doing. Outside's going to work here, I think. Yes, it is.
Tyler Justice has not actually fallen away from Rick Raven at all. He's actually getting closer.
Delmas to the inside again into 1. And again, Autry. Oh! Has a big moment off of turn 2, but holds on to it. Look at Miles, he's starting to run that middle line.
Miles on the outside is going to look like it's looking beneficial for him.
And
he gets actually clear for turn 1.
Let's go on board with Tyler Justice as he gets a good run off of 4. He might have a chance to make a move here for the race lead. We tuned in at the right time. Here comes Tyler Justice having a peek up the inside, but backs out of it as Raven stays ahead. And actually, that really hurt Justice. Lost about 4/10 there.
Yeah, of course, on these ovals, no push to pass, so you have to rely on the runs you get out of the corners to set up these overtakes.
Yep, it's all car here, all car and driver. No push to pass, as you mentioned. Just whatever you can muster in these corners and on the exits of these corners. Oh, Autry, a moment off of 2 again. Gotta be careful not to use up those tires too quickly.
Looking at the times right now, Tyler Justice fastest lap of the race. He's also currently fastest on track. He's actually side by side right now.
Challenge for the lead. He's gonna push Raven up the track. It's not gonna work. He's gonna have to try and get around the outside. I don't think the inside in 1 and 2 is the way to go at all.
Besides Tyler Justice, second fastest on track, Larry Miles by a hair.
Miles kind of caught in traffic right now. He's a ways behind Jace Meyer. But Tyler Justice getting close again into 1 and 2. But look at this. He thinks better of it. He's going to run the same line as Rick Raven. Justice trying to close in. 2/10. 2.5 tenths is what it's been hovering around. He's been getting good runs off of 4, but unable to do anything with them thus far. Look how close he's getting, under a tenth. And has to think better of it. The dirty air not doing him any justice. They're closing into Delmas. That's for 7th.
Looking at the gaps, Mark and Minnie, Meyer, and Miles are slowly closing in on the lead here.
And if they keep fighting it out, that trio could close in. We could have a 5-way fight for the race lead, which I'm sure neither of the front 2 would want. Justice is just kind of in dirty air prison right now. He's really got nowhere to go. Raven's not going to let him up the inside. So he's just going to kind of sit behind him and try and make do. I think maybe if you're Justice, you try and work towards an undercut. Oh, got to keep it off the wall there, though. Very close on the exit of 2.
Seems Rick Raven's turned on the jets a little bit. He's going 2/10 faster now than Tyler Justice is currently, but still a bit off the fastest lap, which is still held by the 44.
Let's see, this lap was a lot closer. Only a couple hundredths off of
Significantly closer. Justice still a little bit down, but they're actually both now starting to pull away from 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yep, these two in a different stratosphere right now. Larry Miles, I bet he wishes he was where Tyler Justice was, but the start didn't really go his way. He dropped a couple of spots and he's since been unable to close in on the cars in front.
I kind of think differently, because look how close he is now to Jace Meyer.
That's true. He's slowly wheeling him in, actually. 4 tenths, under 5 tenths. And here he comes, Larry Miles, trying to make a move. Gets right past.
Then you slide up. Andy's cleared him. Miles up to 4th.
Or is he clear? Here comes Meyer right back. Nothing doing. Larry Miles. Miles gets ahead and stays in.
Yeah, the Ravens still putting some time on Tyler Justice, running away more now.
Yeah, it's now 8 tenths of a second. I think you're right. Raven might have just been holding back. Showing some mercy. Before showing his true pace, perhaps. .31 laps down out of 210 laps here at Gateway. It's been all Rick Raven so far. He's looking for another maximum point stay. He wouldn't need that the fastest lap to get that, which still belongs to Tyler Justice, who's in second place. Is closing into Autry now. P6 up for grabs.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on all these lap times here. It's looking like Tyler Justice is figuring something out. He's starting to get closer and closer to the lap times of Rick Raven. Last lap, he was actually ever so slightly faster. Keep in mind, this is Rick Raven pushing now. The most recent lap, 200ths behind. So these lap times aren't falling away as quickly as they previously were. They're actually maintaining that 7-8 tenths gap. But Matthias Marchimini and Larry Miles, everyone else further back, they're slowly dropping away once again.
And speaking of dropping away, I think Jace Meyer might have had an incident on the exit of 2 because he is now within striking distance of Tyler Autry and Leo Delmas. These three drivers separated by about a second or so. 5th, 6th, and 7th up for grabs. And Larry Miles closing in on Marchimini now as well. He's got the pace. Just a matter of when can he utilize it.
Let me check here. Yeah, Marchimini falling back quite a bit now. These last like 10 laps, I've looked, it's been about a second of drop. Leo Delmas making contact with the outside walls, seeing pop up on my screen now.
He's dropping back.
It's happened a couple times already this race.
It has.
On his own.
Autry will be challenging Meyer very, very shortly for 5th place. He is right there. Here he goes. I think he's going to have a really good chance.
It seems like it's taking this long run for Autry to figure out the car, figure out how to be fastened on these aging tires. Running the outside, it looks like he's already clear. Impressive stuff there for the rookie.
Beautifully done for Tyler Autry, who is, I think this is now 3 starts. 3 starts into his Vantage iRacing career.
Yeah, only 3 starts. Currently top 5 in the Indy Specials.
And here comes Jace Meyer, the first green flag pit stop of the day. Is coming down now. Lap 39, coming to 40. Now, we did have that lap 1 incident, so that kind of helped some people save a little bit more fuel. But probably about 38 laps, 37 laps maybe is a fuel run, it would appear. Rick Raven is in as well. This is crucial for Tyler Justice. He's got clean air now. He's got to get the lap time in. Tyler Justice has got to go.
Yeah, Rick Raven averaging right around a 24.4, low 20.4. Same thing with Tyler Justice. I'm curious to see what he does on his own, or if he decides to pit. Jace Meyer had an 8-second stop there, so that's the baseline. 33.2 seconds total from entry to exit.
24.6 on the last lap for Tyler Justice.
Rick Raven, 8.3 second stop, 33.5 seconds total.
Tyler Justice is in, so this is it. This could be a race-defining moment. As Raven's already out on the track, Tyler Justice, of course, can't get caught speeding and cannot miss your pit stall here. Justice is in. We will now keep an eye on Rick Raven, who's going to exit the final corner. Technically a lap down.
Checking here. Rick Raven was a lap down. Tyler Autry also in the pits. Now, Larry Miles, he's actually, since he had to get those repairs done, he's going to be pitting later. So we'll see how he manages these tires in that fully clean air.
That's true. He will be a few laps.
Tyler Justice had a slower pit stop.
Oh my goodness.
Casey Keller with contact against something.
He's going to be well behind Rick Raven. Almost 2.5 seconds.
Casey Keller nearly spun it in pit lane, actually.
And the caution is out. What happened? Tyler Autry is off the track.
Ooh, what was that for?
I'm not sure, but Tyler Autry was in the infield. We will see what happened here. Caution 2 on the day.
Seemed like might have been iRacing that caused that one, because that is looking a little questionable at best for a caution.
I think, yeah, he spun on the pit exit road, excuse me. So this is Autry leaving his pits. Oh yeah, he just spun it there.
Yeah.
Did he go all the way around? Not
not even.
necessarily. Wow. Okay, so that's a caution, which is interesting. That's actually going to benefit Larry Miles greatly, is it not?
Absolutely. Yeah, if you want to take a look back at Casey Keller, his pit entry, that was a very sudden move that happened to him there under braking.
He's still in. He must have spun then. I mean, not spun, but spin.
I think what happened was when that caution went out, the pit exit got closed and he just had to sit there.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Let's see if we can see what happened here with Casey Keller. Coming into the pits. Oh, slams on the brakes, locks it up. Wow. So some pit mayhem here. Larry Miles, I think, is going to cycle to the lead of the race.
Yeah, he's currently leading, but I don't know if he's pit yet. I think he has.
He has. Yeah, he pit on lap 43, so...
So it might just not have updated yet. I'm not sure, because I don't know what...
We'll see who cycles
I'm
around.
kind of stuck. Yeah.
Raven's technically out front. We'll see where they were.
Oh, yeah. Here's what it is. He's at the back because everyone else is a lap down.
So he's ahead of them.
Yeah, he's a lap ahead
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
he is.
entire field.
So everyone's going to have to get a wave around, right? We'll see here. Miles, your leader. Delmas also right there with him.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Not going green. There's a wave around. Justice, Raven, Mark Amini, and Jace Meyer. I think they're all going to get a wave around here. Everyone should really, right? Or is it just Rick Raven. And Tyler Justice. No, there they go. Okay, they're going now. So Larry Miles, with a bit of luck with that well-timed caution, is going to cycle through, and this is going to open up the door for a potential win. You said there was 208 laps to go when he wrecked. Never say never. The two that wrecked on lap 1 are first and second.
Yeah, I mean, those cautions, that second caution, very timely for Larry Miles. Rick Raven is going to line up beside him.
Is he going to take the lead here? What exactly is happening?
What's happening is cars were not supposed to be waved around.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's a bit of a confused moment here for the drivers, but looks like they're getting it squared away now, I think. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Delmas should be P2. Interesting turn of events here at Gateway. Miles still leads, 164 laps to go. We are 47 into this race. Delmas now in second.
Yeah, the field seems accurate at this point.
So Miles leading. Lights are off on the pace car. Delmas in second. I think we've got it squared away now. Miles will lead the way. He'll get a bonus point for leading a lap. Now he's going to try and hunt down that race win. Try and get closer to Rick Raven.
Well, let's see now how... Let's see how the 30 can stick with Rick Raven and Tyler Justice now that he's with them.
Green flag. Look at the start here.
Back green.
Larry Miles is miles into the distance already. We are racing once again here on lap 49. Miles, your leader. Here comes Rick Raven already trying to work on second place. He's going to get up the inside. No problem for Rick Raven. Into P2. Further back, Jace Meyer and Tyler Autry going at it as well. And he is still side by side. This is for sixth. Autry clears him. Delmas in trouble. Here comes Tyler Justice. Delmas did not get a good restart at all. Restarted second. Now he's going to be in fourth within 2 laps time.
Larry Miles still holding it steady out front. Rick Raven slowly closing in, but not as much as I would have suspected with how many laps he's led. Tyler Justice, though, seeming to fall back. Leo Delmas closing in big time, getting around Matthias Marcamini.
Here comes Marcamini.
Marcamini getting around him now. Correction.
Yeah, Delmas with a terrible restart. Restarted second. Now he's in 5th within 3 laps time. Not ideal at all for the 20. Gap out front is slowly closing in. Raven within 3/10. Here he comes within 2/10. How defensive can Miles get here? How wide can he make this car? Raven closing in. Does he try and move to the bottom? No, he doesn't. Raven has yet to have to go on the attack yet in this race for the lead. And here comes Rick Raven up the inside. Miles is going to have the preferred line. Raven's going to have the inside and the traction. Does he clear him? And yes, he does. New race leader. Look at the cutback. Larry Miles getting alongside, trying to retake the lead. He gets ahead. And
he's going to have to block Rick Raven here on exit.
Another
cutback.
But
he's going for the second cutback.
Raven.
He's going to have to push him down low. Force him down low if you're Larry Miles here.
Raven to the bottom. Miles is going to go for another cutback this time. I don't know if it's going to work. Raven takes the lead.
Not as close.
But here comes the run from Miles. This battle continuing. Miles, I think, is going to clear him before they get into turn 1. If you're Miles, you got to take away Raven's line. He's going to try and do that, but it's going to backfire. Here comes Raven again, another cutback. And again, they go back and forth.
These guys are just going to be... These guys are doing the same thing over and over again. Miles actually holding it side by side now. I'm not sure if this is actually what he wants to be doing. He had the run, though, off the corner.
He's got him. Oh, he's cleared him. He took the air off of Rick Raven's front wing. Momentarily, at least. Raven's going to fight back again. These two are your championship protagonists. And don't count out Tyler Justice.
First round of the battle, 1-0 Larry Miles. Let's see what happens this time by.
Raven, I'm sure, doesn't want to burn up his tires. And I'm sure that's exactly what Larry Miles wants Raven to do.
Yeah. And if you're Tyler Justice further back, this is exactly what you want to be seeing, because look how much closer he is now.
Here comes Raven again, round 2 underway. He's going to clear him. Can Miles do anything?
Cut back.
Here we go again. Right up to the gearbox. And again he gets to the inside. Again it's a drag race into 1. And again Miles clears him. Look at Raven making it stick. He blocks him. Raven around the outside. Here comes Justice. Justice is here. He's in on this battle now. The 44. He's got a front row seat. He's going to try and work around the outside of Miles. Does he get him here? He does. Tyler Justice into second. Miles, who was leading 1 lap ago, is now 3rd.
Yeah, Miles lost out there big time. If I was Miles, actually, I would try and let Tyler Justice punch a hole ahead of Rick Raven. Because Justice, he's been able to stick with Raven longer, and Miles just lost a lot of track position. He's going to lose time to the lead if he keeps trying to fight for second.
Yeah, he's already dropping back. Tyler Justice looks like the car to beat right now. Rick Raven is going to have another battle for the lead on his hands already in the form of Tyler Justice.
Oh,
whoa,
where's that
Raven
maneuver?
Going? That's interesting. He went all the way, essentially off the track to try and break the toe, I think.
Yeah, he went into the out. He went actually outside of the outside wall.
Gateway has a very unique configuration on the back straight area where you can actually do that.
Yeah, I don't know. That shouldn't be the case, but look, you might do it again. No, siding against it, definitely an interesting strategy. One of the strategies of all time to break the toe. One
of the maneuvers. Seemed to have slightly thwarted Justice for a little bit, even though he's closing in again. Let's look to that on the last lap if it's close like that. Does someone go out of the track to break the toe?
Yeah, Miles, even in the toe, still running about a couple hundredths slower than Raven and Justice ahead of him. Rick Raven, notably, taking the fastest lap.
He has, so he's now on par, or on pace rather, for a maximum point stay, but not if Tyler Justice has anything to say about it. Here he comes again. Under 2/10. Both running that middle line. Justice is going to get a good run off of the final corner here. He's going to get a toe and up the inside, a drag race. Can he clear him? No, he cannot. Raven swoops around the outside, squeezes him, and takes the air off his front wing.
Yeah, Tyler Justice showing that, hey, he is also able to fight in this second stint of the race.
Justice downshifting twice in the turn one. Trying to deal with that
Yeah,
dirty
trying
air.
to build that run. I'm not sure how much that helped, because look how much closer Miles is now.
Yeah, it definitely didn't help. Gap is around 0.4 of a second. Miles about 3.5 tenths back from Justice. Nearly 7 tenths, under 7 tenths now, separating the top three.
Looking further back, Matthias Marcamini, not as quickly, but very slowly catching up on this top three.
He's 2.4 back. He's slowly milling him in. Justice, about 5 tenths back. Delmas, by the way, into the pits. I think Raven found his rhythm. He's the guy to beat here.
Yeah, he's throwing down fast lap times, right around 3/4 of a tenth, ahead, faster than Justice, multiple tenths, faster than Miles.
Yeah, he's moving. 7 tenths of a second. It's creeping towards 1 second. Tyler Justice might have fired his best shot so far for this stint. Hoskins in the chat, rooting on his driver, Rick Raven. His other driver, Tyler Autry, running in 5th. Very respectable for his first start in the Indy Special League.
Oh, Leo Domus has some sort of, has a black and orange flag due to damage, so he's going to be out of this thing.
Oh wow, yeah, Damas in big trouble with the meatball there. That could be a race ender. Justice now over a second back. Larry Miles trying to reel in second place at least. $140 laps to go. And it's been all Rick Raven, with the exception of a couple battles here and there.
Trying to keep an eye here on these lap times, seeing how things changed. Much of the same for the time gaps. Raven is slowing down. Tyler Justice holding a bit steadier. Larry Miles actually speeding up slightly with his lap times. Miles actually set the second fastest lap of the lap for the top three there. Rick Raven putting on another hot lap. Seems like he's just doing hot laps and cooling his tires off again. But yeah, I'm trying to see how these guys are pushing the car, seeing where if they're backing off at all. I'm trying to gauge these gaps here.
Well, we saw the first stint was roughly 38 to 40 laps. And we have been, it's about 30 laps since that stint came to an end. So we're roughly 10 laps away from some more green flag pit stops. gaps are starting to grow over a second, or momentarily over a second. Fourth, third place. You can see the gap on track there.
Leo Delmas has officially retired from the race. Not what you want to see if you're in road and racing, as it's going to help close in this championship fight in the team sense.
That it is. Yeah, he was in there for about 5 minutes before he called it a race, so that is unfortunate for Delmas.
Jace Meyer announcing 21 in this lap.
That's about the pit window. And here comes the race leader,
Rick
actually.
Raven also coming in.
Right behind Jace Meyer. Be careful not to speed. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let's see what Tyler Justice and Larry Miles can do.
They needed that clean air. Justice really has to get a move on. Last time, we thought he was going to go long and come out in front of Raven. But that was not the case at all. Luckily for Justice, that caution
Larry
came in.
Miles. Yeah, Larry Miles is gonna be able to stay out longer once again due to that extra lap he took under the first caution when he was involved in that.
Raven is
Jace
out.
Meyer actually gonna get out ahead of Rick Raven, so that's gonna be one more car for Rick Raven to get around.
That's going to be a little bit frustrating. Gotta be careful not to drop it here.
Tyler Autry coming down pit road this time now.
So is Tyler Justice. So Miles going to be out front. He did have a 3-lap difference to the other drivers on the pit strategy.
Jace Meyer getting out of the way for Rick Raven. Not what you want to see if you're Larry Miles or Tyler Justice.
Yep, not at all. Where is Rick Raven in relation to Tyler Justice? He's entering turn
Justice now
3.
coming to his box.
So the gap was about a second before he came into the pits.
Larry Miles announcing he's coming down pit road.
Miles is in. There goes Raven into turn 1. Tyler Justice is just coming out, but it's not going to be close enough. Raven gets out ahead by a comfortable margin. Now Miles is in.
He's going to need a fast stop.
He's going to need a lightning fast stop. Raven just passing him now. He's got another lap to go around.
Rick Raven had a 34.000 stop. Tyler Justice actually had a 33.3, so Justice even had a faster stop and still was down.
It just wasn't good enough. I think staying out has not worked out for these guys trying to get past Raven. The gap right now is 2.4 to Tyler Justice. Miles just now exiting the pits. Raven just now
There
entering
he
turn
goes.
1.
And where's Justice?
Oh yeah, Justice is going to be ahead of Miles too? Yes, he is.
But not by a lot. I think it's actually closer.
Does Meyer get ahead of him? Yes, he does. So a lapped car in the way. Not ideal if you're Larry Miles.
Yeah, Larry Miles also had a slower stop than even Rick Raven. So if Larry Miles actually matched Tyler Justice's stop, he would have gone out ahead.
That is unfortunate. None of those guys could overcut Rick Raven. The gap is 2.4. They actually lost about a second and a half to the championship leader, which I'm sure Hoskins will love in the chat. 123 to go. I just noticed Tyler Autry has a Dallas Cowboys helmet on his driver. Mods ban this guy. I think Keller might have hit the wall there in front of him.
Jace Meyer letting Larry Miles by.
That's good news for Miles, but he's now 1.8 back of Tyler Justice, who was another 3 behind Rick Raven. Got a battle for 5th. It's Tyler Autry and Casey Keller. Deep into turn 1. Not what you want to see. He's going to lose a couple tenths there to Autry, and that might be that battle done for.
Seems now that Justice is not in
car on the wall
whatsoever. His lap times are falling. Oh, car on the wall. Casey Keller.
No, Casey Keller. Yeah, Casey Keller.
Meyer in the wall. Casey Keller missing his front right wheel, limping it to pit road.
Not ideal at all. For the 71, he's going to have to come in. I don't think he's used a fast repair just yet, so he'll have that at least.
Surprised that's not a caution at all, as looked like it would be one. That big of damage.
We stay green. Casey Keller's day just went from bad to worse. Raven again. He just did the off the track thing. One more time. Very interesting.
Very interesting. He might be doing it honestly for funsies at this point.
He could be. 3.5 second lead. Has the fastest lap. He's led the most laps. 112 to go. Rick Raven looking for win number 7 out of 13 races. Would be quite the feat, especially winning 4 in a row.
Larry Miles seems like he's on the verge of closing in on Tyler Justice. These gaps, it's slowly getting closer, and every couple laps he seems to lose a bit of time. But it looks like he might be on the attack soon.
Well, he's trying to get there. Nearing the halfway point of lap 105. Is the gap to second, from second to third. 3.5 is the gap from Raven to Justice. Probably out of undercut range as well, barring a bad pit stop.
Tyler Autry last car on the lead lap. Rick Raven slowly closing in on him, but we still got a chunk of time before that occurs.
Yeah, it could be a while. Autry kind of out there running his own race right now. No one around him. There's Raven in the background of Tyler Autry. He's closing in. He will get there, and I'm going to assume that his teammate would just let him on through. We're past halfway of this Gateway race, round number 13 of 22 in the Vantage Indy Special League. Right now, it's the Rick Raven Special League.
Absolutely. We've just crossed over the halfway point. How far are we from the most recent pit stops? Like 21, 15?
Let's see. Everyone pit on lap 81. It's been about 25, almost 30 laps.
25 laps. Okay, so yeah, we're closing in about 10 laps off of the next round of pit stops. Yeah, Rick Raven is still looking fast. I mean, these pit stops never seem to help anyone else other than him.
It's true.
Everyone else makes some sort of mistake in them. Honestly, what someone like Larry Miles might want to do, pit a lap earlier than he usually does. Because he has that extra lap of fuel, he can pit sooner.
Yeah, you gotta try something if you're one of these guys. July 5th was the last time someone not named Rick Raven won a race.
And nearly over a month and a half ago.
And it was this man, Tyler Justice. And Rick Raven probably would have won that race if it wasn't for a malfunction.
Absolutely. You want to talk about dominance in Canada. You think about in V1 Haas, in VPS, Daniel Michel. Rick Raven might honestly be considered better than both of them with just the sheer length of time he's been the man to beat.
Yep, ever since the Indy 500, he's been on an absolute tear. Pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah, even the likes of in some of those situations, there's always something that that the driver isn't supreme at like road courses. There's competition for Daniel Michelle. Rick Raven, he has some competition, but it's not nearly as close as it is in the Pro Series.
No, he is the guy to beat. And, you know, maybe a Tom Minot could come in here and change things up every once in a while. Perhaps.
That's what we're thinking, I think. Tom Minot, you know, he's been missing for multiple months now, not just from the series, but from everyone's
From in general, yeah.
mind. No one knows where he is.
The curious case of Tom Minot went on vacation and never returned. In June, by the way. Autry gets out of the way, as expected. Five seconds is the lead. All Rick Raven, man, all the time. This is his series and his race to lose, it would seem. The championship lead after today is going to balloon over 70 points if things finish the way they are. The most you can get in a race with maximum points is 62. So Rick Raven can start looking towards the finish line of the proverbial championship. Of course, we go until the end of the year. December 20th is the final race. All luck could happen. But Rick Raven's going to put himself in a really good position as he comes into the pits for his scheduled pit stop.
He's looking really fast. He barely got stopped in time there. He was
Right
flying in.
Yep, that's Rick Raven. Full speed all the time. Right up to the pit limiter line.
Now, if I were Larry Miles, I would pit this time.
We'll see what he does. Nothing. They both stay out. Rick Raven gets to his pit stall. Only thing that would stop Rick Raven in this kind of scenario would be a caution. As we saw earlier, Raven is out. 8.48 in the pit stall.
A little bit slower than we've seen from other cars. His overall stop time of 33.7. It's gonna take a mistake from him for anyone to pass him in the pits.
It sure is. We'll see what Miles and Justice do. I think those two are kind of starting to accept that their race is for second.
Obviously, Justice, he's slowing down now, heading down pit road. Larry Miles is staying out another lap.
So Justice is in. We'll see. I'm expecting him to come out roughly 5 seconds behind Raven.
Jace Meyer also coming down pit road.
Raven off of 4. Justice just got to his pit stall. It's not going to be particularly close. Justice just now
Larry
leaving.
Miles, his turn to pit now.
And he's coming in. Here he comes. They're still about 2 stops away from the end. So anything could happen. Maybe, yeah, 88 laps to go. Probably 2 stops. Where's Tyler Justice in relation to Miles? That's what we're going to be watching. The battle for second.
Larry Miles still in his box. Getting moving now. Tyler Justice on the front stretch.
Miles has got to go. There goes Justice. He's going to swoop around the outside of him here. And there he goes. Justice comfortably into net second place. Miles comes out again behind lap cars. Marco Mini's going to get a bonus point for leading a lap there. Gap to Justice. Nearly 7 seconds. He gains about 2 seconds every time we have a pit cycle. Does Rick Raven.
Yeah. That gap growing rather quickly.
Autry, is he going to try and make a move on Larry Miles? No. .85 remaining for Rick Raven. I think at this point he's clinched most laps led. Should be another 5 points to his total.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, have we seen a perfect race yet? Perfect points haul?
You mean most laps led, fastest lap in pole?
Yeah, as well as winning the race, of course.
Yeah, Rick Raven's done it the last 3 races.
Yeah.
If he does it here today, this will be 4 in a row.
Yeah, 4 in a row on perfect races. Definitely a good stat.
And does he still have? Yes, he does still have the fastest lap. 24.21.
Yeah, the only reason he got that fast lap is those 3 or 4 laps he spent behind Ray Miles, actually.
So even when he's behind someone, he's still finding ways to go faster and take more points.
Yeah, we were talking a lot a couple months ago about the Rick Raven luck. He always seemed to find something happen to him when he was in these positions. These last couple races, it seems to have broken.
Yeah, the curse seems to be gone. Rick Raven seems to be going in the right direction now. No disconnected VR headsets, no incidents, anything like that. There he goes again, Rick Raven in the outer section of the track. .8. The gap has come down about 2/10. Tyler Justice has found slight time, but nothing major yet. Although with 80 to go, if he continues at this rate, not impossible.
Yeah, again, a mistake from Rick Raven is what's needed here to get the fight back on.
That's true, that's all it would take. One mistake.
Now these lap time trends staying pretty consistent. There's some laps Tyler Justice closes in on Rick Raven, but then the next one Raven just puts down a couple hundredths faster of the lap time and splits that up.
Yep, he knows exactly what he's doing. 6.85. And then 3 seconds back to Larry Miles. Not much has changed.
Yeah, Miles has actually dropped back about half a second, closer to a full second since he got out of the pits.
Keller in. He didn't have that incident earlier on where he had to use a fast repair. Coming to the final stages of this race, 7 seconds there or thereabouts is what we're looking at for Rick Raven. If you're just joining us, you've missed a whole lot of Rick Raven. Pretty good battles early on between Justice and Raven, Miles and Raven. But as Raven hits his stride, he is pretty much untouchable here in the Vantage Indy Special League. .5 seconds now. This race has really gotten out of hand in terms of the gap on track.
Yeah, 7.5 seconds. Larry Miles still falling off of Tyler Justice. Mark also falling off of Miles. I've been looking at this here. Rick Raven slowly closing in on Matthias Markamini to put him a lap down.
And he's running in fourth. That is crazy. 60 laps remaining here. 12 minutes to the top of the hour. And I think we should be coming to some green flag pit stops pretty soon. It's been about 40 laps.
Yeah, absolutely. Pit stops should be on their way. Don't see anything from Rick Raven. He's usually been pretty quick to come down pit road.
Maybe he'll go a little bit longer. Maybe someone else will try and undercut him. The guys behind, every time Rick Raven pits, he's the first one of these three to pit. Keller and Meyer 3 laps down. Tyler Autry 1 lap down, but in 5th. Justice and Raven, they're exactly where they qualified. Miles up a spot. Autry up 3. Marcamini up 1 as well.
Rick Raven in the pits now.
For his second to last pit stop. There's 56 laps remaining. I don't think they'll be able to make it that far. But I'm assuming the last stop will just be a splash and go to get to the end. Raven kind of locks up into his pit stall, but still hits his marks.
It seemed like he actually took tires that time.
He's already out, so maybe this is going to be his splash. And he'll make a longer pit later on. I'm not sure.
No, it seems like he did actually. I'm not sure. It looks like he did.
Okay. Well, just a fast feeling pit stop for Rick Raven. Justice staying out. Is he coming in this time? No, he's not.
Meyer and Tyler Justice pitting this time now.
Justice already getting passed by Raven, so no chance of an undercut there. Miles still staying out. He's going to inherit the lead and get some more laps under his belt out front. Marcamini, I think Marcamini hasn't seen anyone this entire race.
No, not really.
It's kind of just been on his own the whole time. Here comes Rick Raven now. Going past Justice into the net lead of the race with Miles right behind him.
Miles coming down pit road this time. What I've noticed from Leonard Miles is he's slowing down a lot sooner for the pits than Tyler Justice or Rick Raven is. That's hurting him somewhat because I have the exact time for their actual pit stops, but their times coming to the pits are very different.
Yeah, we saw Raven especially. He was getting very, very close to that pit line as Marcamini's finally seen somebody.
Yeah, Tyler Justice was a full 6/10 slower on his in lap.
There goes Justice past Miles there. But he's still going to be stuck behind Marcamini. Oh, Miles running a little wide on the exit of the pit road. And again, another big gain. Now he's 10 seconds behind Rick Raven. It was 7 before. Marcamini coming in. He'll get credit for lap lead.
Yeah, I think he ended up walking away with that lead.
So we got 48 to go. 1 round of pit stops left here. And it's likely going to be a very short slash and go. Maybe Miles went the longest again. Can Miles... Surely not make it to the end.
He can't.
No chance.
I wasn't going to let that slide, not even entertain that.
Not even a sliver of hope.
No. What he can do maybe, though, is not take tires. Or maybe Rick Raven won't take tires, and he will. Tires, I think, are going to be the only thing that left in play here.
Maybe. Oh, Autry. That's enough
Tyler
for all
Autry making a mistake.
Letting his teammate Raven right on by.
Has Marcamini 2 seconds off being lapped now.
Yeah, Rick Raven just has something special when he comes around the pits. I don't know what it is.
What it is that he's not doing anything special. Everyone else is being super conservative.
That is true.
Now, is Marcamini going to let Rick Raven pass?
He technically doesn't have to.
And I don't think he would want to, especially for the team game itself.
Yeah, his teammate's about 15 seconds, 16 seconds back.
Yeah, but you can slow him down any little bit. Maybe even get more lap cars involved in slowing him down.
That's the only hope, I think, for the others. Oh, that and maybe some net code, as we see the 77 of Marcamini blink in and out. Comes. He's closing in. 40 laps remaining at Gateway.
Look at this.
Here he comes. Oh, the contact!
Marcamini in the wall!
Caution is out! And it looked
41
like
also involved.
we were on board with Tyler Justice, and it looked like it could have been netcode, but Marcamini, huge hit. And this is going to set up
still
a
crashing.
dash to the end. Yeah, he is. My goodness. Oh, he's still going. Someone help.
He is yet to stop crashing here.
Let's see exactly what happened from an outside point of view.
That looked like a big netcode incident.
They came in. Yeah, there was a huge netcode / lag bubble there around those two. But the 77.
Look at the 41 in this. He
Let's
got very lucky that a bigger thing didn't happen to him.
Oof, just hits the outside wall trying to avoid. But yeah, that could have been really bad. Okay, so 77 in the pits. Rick Raven, Tyler Justice, and Larry Miles all coming down pit road. This is going to close things up. We're going to have a fight to the end here.
I mean, you predicted that netcode when they were approaching. You said netcode on the table, and I
That
mean,
is true. Could that be a commentary curse?
honestly, of all the ways to teammate of the year right here, Matthias Markamini netcoded himself to help his teammate get close back up.
Sacrificed his own race, and I think he's still. Yeah, he's probably done for
the
the
tow
day.
back to pit. He does have a fast repair, and
Oh,
look,
and-
everyone pitting.
Yeah, this is going to be it. And we're inside the window, so this is going to be the last pit stop.
Yeah.
Justice getting out. Some lap cars in the way, so we're going to see some wave arounds, but we're going to have a nice little 35-ish lap run to the end once we go back green. Jason Meyer staying out, 2 laps down.
Yeah, I think Meyer's trying to get back in the lead lap because he's going to go to back down to 1, and then that wave round's going to get him on back on the lead.
So you see Jace Meyer. Well, I think he was 3 laps down before. We're going back racing this time. Rick Raven, Tyler Justice, and Larry Miles are good to the end. Only just, it's going to be actually pretty close. But they should make it. Still within the window. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Justice has to get a good start here. He was challenging earlier. He stole a race win late from Larry Miles at the Milwaukee Mile. What happens this time? Pace car is in.
Markamini exiting the pits now.
Oh wow, he got back out there.
Yeah.
Rick Raven leading the way. And there we go. Green flag in the air. Tyler Justice. Not the worst start.
Yeah, Justice is going to have to push this thing. He needs to get ahead soon.
Oh, Raven, I think off the wall. Raven with a mistake. A rare
Tyler
mistake.
Autry trying to fight Larry Miles. Side by side.
Not ideal for Larry Miles at all. Tyler Justice has closed in for the lead. 34 laps to go. A golden opportunity for the 44.
Straight to the wall again.
Yeah, Raven's getting really close out there. Justice feeling the effects of the dirty air. Gap's closing up towards the second now. It's 7/10. Could we have seen the last chance for Tyler Justice? The last gasp for the 44.
That gap is already looking pretty large. Rick Raven sitting near fastest laps.
But the gap's coming down now, under 6/10.
Yeah, this last lap, Tyler Justice went a full 10 faster, actually.
What does Tyler Justice have? This is for the race win with coming to 30 to go. Back up to 7/10. Raven found the groove now. Or rather, refound the groove.
Yeah, this track is cooling down like crazy. Track time now only 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my goodness. Ice cold track. Nearly a second is the gap. Raven pulling away, trying to put a final nail in this coffin.
Tyler Justice seemed to make some sort of mistake. Yeah, he lost a good chunk of time there that lap. The gap's over a second now.
Dips under a second for a moment. Coming 25 to go. Rick Raven commanding restart. Had over a 10-second lead. At one point.
Casey Keller, a lap down, he's trying to get racy with Tyler Autry.
And that's for position.
Oh, it is.
This is
Very
for fourth
interesting
place.
here.
This was battle on track under 2/10. Actually, though, looking for a strong fourth place on debut here in the Indy Special League. Casey Keller trying to get there. Keller with a run. Does he make a move into turn one? No, he doesn't. Autry drives him in a little deep.
Problem is he's trying to go under Tyler Autry when it's been established the faster line is higher up.
Yeah, he can't
And he's
get
not
there.
alongside, he's just shooting himself in the foot. Like, look, here he goes, low again. He's gonna gain it on entry, but on exit he loses it all back over again.
And now he's in the same spot he was one lap ago.
Yeah, this gap has stayed at the same distance pretty much since the restart for this exact reason that Casey Keller, even though he's the faster car, really, he's just using it, trying to overtake in the wrong way.
Here he comes again to the inside. He's going to get alongside, but like you said, the run for Autry is going to
And
be too
look, he had
strong.
to back out of it.
Not ideal at all. Keller, nowhere to go. Right up against the wall.
That was
My
close to the wall right there.
goodness. Inches, mere inches away.
So because he was right at the wall, look how much closer he is now.
Yeah, it worked out for him. We're on the high line. Here he
Oh,
comes.
he's
going
right to
for
the
it.
inside much sooner, but he's got too low.
Way
how much
too low.
time he
Oh
lost
my
there.
goodness. Terrible exit from the corner. He washed way up the track. He lost maybe 4/10. Nowhere to go. Hoskins in the chat, hyping up his team. We're watching his newest driver, Tyler Autry, fight away for 4th right now. As the other Aftershock driver, Rick Raven, leading the way. Coming to 15 to go. So pretty straightforward from this point. Just gotta bring it home if you're Rick.
That Casey Keller running over a 10 faster per lap than Tyler Autry, who just doesn't know how to overtake.
Goodness. So close to the wall that time. He actually might have touched it. Here comes Keller again.
Well, next he's gonna have another run, I think.
It could work this time.
Plays cards right. Stay higher. No, he's going too low once
way
again.
too low. Can't get past him.
Again, he's actually even closer this time. Seems like he's backing off, honestly, because, yeah, he just stayed behind that time.
And
He's actually
ducks
going
out
in
last
later.
second.
Oh,
Nowhere to go.
interesting. That didn't actually seem to hurt him too much.
He's trying every which way, but it's not working. Remaining. 12 more chances. Look at this. Here goes Keller again. To the bottom. Autry holds onto it. Oh, barely.
Oh, Autry goes all the way down the track for some reason. Then all the way back up the track. That was a
Interesting.
very interesting line.
Worked out for the most part. Like, oh, again all the way to the bottom. Something you would expect to see in the Indy 500. Is he going to do it again here? Yes, he is. Look at this. Breaking the toe. And Casey Keller hasn't caught on yet. He's hurting his entry, though. There he goes. Now he's weaving with him.
Autry starting to weave now.
Such aggressive weaving from Autry.
If Keller can close in off of 2, that would be beneficial for him because he's seemingly faster in 4 when he plays his cards right.
But he still runs that lower line. I'll tell you what, he might have missed his chance here to get into 4th. Tyler Autry playing it beautifully. Off the wall. Goes Keller. 7 to
Yeah,
go.
he's starting to set faster lap times than Keller. to back out of it in 2. So it actually was faster that first half of the track.
You just can't get around him. You can't get next to him. Nothing doing.
Only 5 to go now. Actually, 4 to go for these lead lap cars. There, Keller is running out of chances big time. He's going to need to try and force something.
Here he comes again, but again, nothing doing. Weaving down the front straightaway. 3 laps remaining for these drivers here.
Yeah, unless Rick Raven has a sudden failure, this race is pretty much in the bag. Only pretty much 2 to go at this point.
Yeah, 1.5 for Rick. He's coming down the back straightaway for the penultimate time. Turns 3 and 4. Rick Raven comes off the final corner. This race is official. White flag in the air. 1 to go here at Gateway.
Yeah, Tyler Autry's gonna have to make a mistake if Casey Keller wants to get by him, as they're just not close enough.
It's going to be a great day for Aftershock. They could close in the team's championship here a whole lot. Rick Raven off of 4 for the final time. It's 4 in a row for Rick Raven. The championship leader wins again. 7 on the season. Tyler Justice in 2nd. Larry Miles in 3rd. And Tyler Autry off of the final corner on debut, getting 4th place. The rookie coming out on top in his battle with Casey Keller. Congratulations to Rick Raven. What a win. What a season it's becoming. 7 on the season, 4 in a row.
Rick Raven putting on an absolute performance here this last month and a half.
That's been unbelievable. Fireworks going off here around the track. And might as well get some interviews underway for our top 3 if we can't. Miles is
Larry
in the
Miles.
lead. Get him in here. Larry Miles, it's Nico and Elliot in the booth. You got us? Maybe? Oh, he's talking.
Alrighty.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, alrighty. Larry, you walk away 3rd after being involved in an incident early on. Talk us through sort of what was going on and what your mentality was that race.
Oh, just keep up the leader. But that didn't happen.
Fair enough. Do you think that your biggest struggle here was in pit stops, was in corner entry? Like, where do you think you need to improve on for these next races?
I don't know. I really don't know.
All right, well, another strong performance for you here today. Another podium. Hopefully you can move up further up the finishing order in future races. Any shout outs or anything you would like to give before we let you go?
No.
All right, Larry. Well,
Congrats, Rick, on the win. Nobody can beat him.
Yeah, I guess so.
thanks for coming out, Larry, and we'll see you out there next time.
All right, thank you.
get Tyler Justice
Aaron
in there.
Miles not happy with his performance out there.
Not at all. Tyler Justice, it's Nico and Elliot in the booth. You got us?
Yeah.
All right, so pretty good race for you. You challenged for the lead quite a bit. Last restart maybe didn't go your way. Came home in second. How was this race for you?
Pretty good. I just didn't have anything for him on the end of the fuel run. Right about lap 15 laps left in the tank. They just started pulling away. Had a little bit better at the beginning on the restarts and in the first part of a run. But this track's just so hard to pass, and when you get in the dirty area, you just burn up your right front. So I had a few shots, really low percentage moves. If I would have actually tried them, then that would have been no good for anyone. But it's fun. Just logging laps for a lot of it. That caution at the end, I thought maybe I'd have a chance, but yeah, I guess he had an extra gear on it in the that last restart. I just never even got close to him.
Yeah, Rick Raven ended up setting a fastest lap of 24.20. So he was running incredibly fast lap times. The ovals are going to start to heat up the second half of the season. You feel like you can beat Rick Raven at any of them?
Possibly. I'm not really good at the flat tracks like New Hampshire. Any like the flatter ones, I'm not very good at. Um, Maybe Texas, maybe Nashville, but a lot of those also, if you're in traffic, it's just, especially with the short track package, the short super speedway package is pretty, gives a little bit more room, a little bit more ability to pass, but when you got that big wing on the back of it for the short track stuff, it's so hard to pass. Don't come down to qualifying and pit stops and not making a mistake there. So I think that's all in all. The place where he got me was he was probably a little bit more aggressive on pit entry. I was a little bit more conservative because I got in a little trouble during practice, so I didn't want to make any bad pit entries. And maybe we'll give it a shot though.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time I checked, you're sitting third in the driver standings. Yeah, how are you feeling about this overall season performance now that we're a bit over halfway?
Uh, Probably could have went better. I had a little bad stretch the last couple races at Mossport, and I had another at Montreal. I had a storm come in and didn't want to get any of my stuff fried, so that wasn't very ideal. But overall, that's pretty good in my opinion. Getting a little bit better at the road courses and street courses. That's my Achilles heel for the most part. So just kind of log laps on that, try to get a little bit better, move my way up. Um, you know, could have been better. Indy didn't. I had a computer crash with about 10 to go, so that was really not ideal. And that could have been a lot better, but a little up and down. So been fun though. I will say that. Appreciate y'all for putting it on. It's been really fun.
Absolutely. And before we let you go, anyone you'd like to thank here today for your your like I think you've got a podium pretty much in every non-Indy 500 oval race so far this season.
Yeah, I want to thank shout out Majors Garage Esports. Those guys. I'm on the NASCAR team, so not the IndyCar team, but I still use a little bit of stuff from that, just logging laps. I want to thank those guys. I want to thank Save22.vet, Big Fish Barbecue, and Goat Locker Racing, and just want to thank you guys once again for your broadcast and just overall greatly. William as well for race control. Really appreciate y'all doing that.
Absolutely. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you, and we'll see you next time out
Yeah,
at
appreciate it. See y'all.
whatever track it is at that point.
See y'all.
All right, and the race winner, good old Rick Raven. Let's get him in here.
Rick, it's Elliot and Nick up in the booth. You got us?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, long time no see, Rick. Welcome back to the winner's booth. Pretty straightforward race for you. You had some good battles all throughout, but really you were the guy to beat all day. No one could really touch you when it came down to it. How was this race for you?
I mean, it was good. You know, Tyler was up there quick. Larry got the lead, and we swapped a few times. I still had something in reserve, so I wasn't really too concerned about it. But it was all clean racing, you know, until we got to Mateus. But, no, I mean, no, Mateus raced clean, but I guess there was netcode there. But I was hoping maybe he would, you know, all the lap cars were very gentlemanly out there, and they all let the leaders come through. And I got to Mateus, and I was hoping he would do the same thing, but we went side by side through 1 and 2. And next thing I know, he's in the wall, and I'm like, what the hell? And he said, thanks. And I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure that was netcode because I was down pretty low. And I know Mateus is a clean racer, so I don't think he would have pinched me down there. So that was a shame. But hey, what are you gonna do? Got a 4X for that. But I'm just glad to put the Gould charge in the #1 spot. It's a great feeling.
Yeah. Absolutely, 4th win in a row. You've won on ovals. You've won on road courses. Talk us through how so far what you've been thinking of this season. You had some you had some championship fights early on, but you're starting to walk away with it. Are you looking more towards closing this thing out, or are you still worried about your competition?
I'm very worried about the competition. I'm scared out of my mind. I'm petrified. I'm frightened. No, seriously, Larry Miles is still there. And, you know, all it takes is one bad race. Larry wins it, and he's right back in it. So we just have to stay consistent, you know, stay out of trouble. And just, you know, we're doing it for Aftershock. You know, Jacob's a big supporter, and he gives me even more incentive than I already have just as a sim racer for 30 years. So, well, you know, I'm just hoping that this streak continues. It's beautiful, 4 in a row. You know, who would have thought? But after I threw Sebring away and I threw VIR away, it feels pretty good. I'll be honest with you.
Absolutely. Next race out is at COTA, Circuit of the Americas, down in Austin. How are you feeling for that race?
I hate that place. That's probably the one racetrack I hate the most. It's got like no character to it. I don't know. Everything is flat. I don't know. I just never really got along with that place. So we'll see what happens. I guess I'm gonna have to put some practice in there. But no, I don't feel too confident about COTA. I really can't stand that place, especially turn 1. It's like, where do you turn? Where do you turn? Where do you brake? Oh, is this the turning point? There's no markers, you know, to turn. Anyway, I don't like that place, but we'll just go out there and give it our best.
Absolutely. Before we let you go, anyone you'd like to thank here for your 4th win in a row, 7th win on the season, if I'm not mistaken?
Jacob. And we had I had a teammate out there today. That was good to see. So we got some team points. Hello to my wife. Thanks to you guys, Elliot, Nick, in the booth. I see you guys do like I guess Forza and some other things, and you know it shows up. It shows up on YouTube on the recommended because you know I subscribe to your channel here. So I watched it. I watched Jacob finish second. Well, yesterday or a couple days ago. I wanted to say something, but I was in my bedroom watching on TV, so I couldn't say anything in the chat. But he finished second. I was pulling for him. But thanks to you guys for broadcasting the series and putting it together. What's his name? He does the adminning. Hightower. Thanks to him. I think he does a fantastic job with that. He's always very fair and straight to the point, no nonsense. Thanks to the Lord Jesus for dying on the cross for me. Of course, I have to bring him up. He's everything to me, my Lord and Savior. And my wife, whatever. Are you here, honey? Are you there? I'm about to put you down on the air. Are you here? Come on, come and defend yourself.
Oh, boy.
All right. Oh, I'm going to be sleeping on the couch. I don't think so. You're going to sleep on the couch. No, I'm only kidding. She's not even there. But hello to my daughters. And that's about it. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I know you guys probably want to get out. So God bless you guys and thank you.
Thank you, Rick Raven.
Absolutely. Thank
Congratulations.
you. See you next time out in Coda, and hopefully your luck will turn there as compared to past races.
I hope it doesn't turn. I hope it stays where it's been.
We're
And yes.
wishing on your downfall now.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. No commentators curse, please.
No
we'll try.
commentators curse. We're
No
famous for it.
commentators
We'll try
curse.
not to.
Yeah,
All
please.
right.
For the love of God.
All right. Always a pleasure, as always.
Thank you, Elliot. Thank you, Nick. Look
you,
forward to
Rick.
watching other videos during the week. It's a great way to wind down the day for me.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for
Absolutely.
tuning in.
Thank you. That was Rick Raven in his usual interview status of the best interview of the entire week in Vantage. But yeah, it's always a pleasure having him in here. We joke about it that we want someone else to win, but honestly, he's one of we can't say he's one of the best winners out there. I mean, he handles it well. He's not overly his ego doesn't grow about it. He's a very humble driver and incredible talent in Vantage, honestly.
Oh yeah, he's a great driver. Great to watch. Great to race against, I'm sure. But yeah, 7 wins on the season, 4 in a row. Rick Raven grows his championship lead. Tyler Justice, I think he'll jump officially into 3rd place. Larry Miles will stay in 2nd in points, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks' time at Circuit of the Americas.